Hey everybody, we're Nick and Kaylee and we are professional jump rope athletes, and today we are here to give you our top 3 double under tips. Before we get started, Nick is going to show you what double unders look like. This is when we jump up and the rope goes underneath the feet 2 times for every 1 jump. All right, now our first tip is to stay relaxed, okay? And that goes for your jump and for your upper body. So for the jump, you'll notice when Nick does his double unders, he's not jumping super high. He's not jumping 3 feet in the air and going crazy. He's just giving himself a few extra inches, just enough clearance for that rope to travel 1 extra time around the body, okay? So no crazy jumps. Also, the relaxed tip goes for your upper body, okay? We don't want to see anybody doing double unders with their arms straight out, like deltoids popping out, going crazy, right? Your power doing double unders and flicking that rope through is gonna come from your forearms, your wrists, and the handles, okay? That's where your power comes from. It does not come from super tight and tense deltoids and even traps, okay? All that does is lead to fatigue. And here's how you know if you're doing it correctly. If you can get through your double unders in a workout and your deltoids are not the things that fatigue, it's maybe more of your forearms or even just cardio, that's when you know you are doing it correctly and you're staying nice and relaxed. Tip number 2 is to control your rope speed. When you're doing double unders, you want to make sure that the rope is traveling fast during the actual double under, right? It's got to get under your feet really, really fast. But you also have to slow it down at the top in order to give yourself time to land and then jump again before you start going fast for your next double under. So that's going to result in a rope rhythm that's kind of like a gallop, right? It's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It is not a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? That looks something like that, right? And we see that a lot. We see people missing because they go fast and then the rope never slows down, so it just hits them before they even get a chance to jump for their next double under, okay? So second tip number 2 is to control that rope speed, slow it down at the top so that you actually have time to land and jump again before your next double. Tip number 3 is to choose your rope wisely. You'll notice that Nick has actually been using a beaded jump rope. These are great for beginners because they are a little bit heavier, so they provide really good feedback. You can feel that rope at all times, so you know where it is in space, okay? It's easier to control because of the weight that it gives, which means it actually helps with tip number 2. So if you're kind of struggling to know where your rope is in order to slow it down at the top like we talked about, then maybe try a beaded rope, try that feedback, and it can definitely help you out, okay? Now, our next rope is a licorice rope. This is kind of a plastic rope, and it's kind of in between in terms of weight. It is lighter than a beaded rope, but it's gonna be heavier than your standard wire rope, okay? We love these ropes for people who have done double unders before, but they're not necessarily experts yet, all right? It's, like I said, lighter, but it still gives you a little bit more feedback than that wire rope, so it's easier to control, okay? Now, our last rope is a wire rope. This is great for athletes. So if you are a CrossFit athlete, if you are a jump rope athlete, or if you're really great at double unders and you are looking for extra speed and reduced fatigue, well, go with this. Wire ropes are great for those reasons. Now, the reason that we don't recommend these for beginners is because they are so light that if you don't understand how to manipulate a rope yet, it can get away from you very quickly because it's just going so fast, all right? But those are our 3 ropes. Remember to choose your rope wisely based on your level. So to recap, remember when you're doing your double unders, stay relaxed, make sure that you control that rope speed and choose your rope wisely, all right? We hope that these tips have helped. We can't wait to see you crushing double unders, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. We'll see you next time.